Well, we all have certain characters and cartoons that we fondly remember from our childhood. And you can revisit your old childhood friends with Toys Around the Clock, an online toy and doll vintage store. Now, the founder, Robb and Susanna Versandi, are here, and they brought some of the long-lost treasures with them. All right, when you're talking about vintage toys, that's very interesting. How did you guys get into this?
Well, it started by us visiting a flea market in Queens, New York.
Oh.
And we ran across something that I had had as a child that my father had purchased for me. It was a small little figure of Figaro the cat from Pinocchio. And I decided I'd like to have that again, and it started from there, and I just kept adding and adding, and it turned into a business.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
That's great.
So these are your dolls?
These are our dolls.
Yours, okay, good. I'm glad you get to share in them.
And this is almost like a hobby. This isn't your background, right?
No, I began as a comic strip illustrator and comic book artist.
Oh.
And I moved into advertising and designed some toys for some Burger King promotions, and I sort of got hooked on toys for some reason. And I guess that little Figaro purchase helped. And it sort of grew from there. And we've discovered that we've got so many friends and people who are interested in this, and it's become a very lucrative business.
Oh, wow.
Well, and the finds that you have are absolutely stunning. I mean, you can kind of see the fun from the comic strips to the things down here on the table.
Yes.
So
Yes.
show us a little bit about, you know, who
dolls
they
you
are, what
brought.
they are, and why they're, you know, so important.
Oh, I know these people. This little girl.
That's Fanny Bryce in her Baby Snooks outfit, which is a radio show she had for many years. That particular doll dates from probably the mid-40s.
Wow.
Made by Ideal, and it's very hard to find it in the condition that it is there because she's wearing her original clothing.
Wow.
Most of these dolls, when you find them, are in new clothing because the clothing's either been lost or ripped or whatever.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or if kids had them, they took them off.
Exactly right, which is what kids usually do. But all the clothing that you see here is original to the dolls when they were manufactured.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we know these people.
Yes.
Lucy and Desi.
The I Love Lucy group. Very hard to find these dolls as a group. You can sometimes find Lucy and occasionally maybe Desi, but Fred and Ethel are very hard to find. So we have them as a group here, and they have the original tags and all the original clothing and little accessories. Wow. So that's a find for somebody who likes.
And what era were
yeah,
those
what
dolls
era?
from? What years are we talking here?
This was done in the early 70s, I
Okay,
believe.
the dolls were, yeah.
Yeah, and they kind of move along in age as we go up here. Fanny Bryce being the oldest, John and Bogart and Groucho and
Some of the others.
some of the others.
You mentioned John Wayne. I see that he has the full outfit on and everything.
Yes.
Nice boots.
Yeah, he's a tall doll.
Yes, he is a tall doll. He was
a
a tall
tall
guy.
man.
That's right. He was
Okay.
something like 6'6", so they made the dolls somewhat appropriate to what he would be, you know, in relation to the other dolls. The likenesses are pretty good.
They are
Yes,
stunning.
they
The Marilyn,
are.
Especially the one, yeah, I'm looking at her in the background of the John Wayne one, and you can see her outfit, and I knew instantly who that doll was supposed to interpret.
She's dressed as in the outfit that she wore in How to Marry a Millionaire, I believe, and
with the
that
big
pink
bow.
outfit is
Yeah.
a very iconic outfit.
Absolutely. Tell us who is in the trench coat.
Humphrey, and a very, very good likeness.
Oh, yes. I thought it looks like a picture. His face looks like a picture up.
It's one. I wish they had done an Ingrid Bergman, but unfortunately they just did Humphrey. But he's probably the best Humphrey Bogart doll I have ever seen. And Groucho is in his traditional outfit.
Yes.
Mae West is dressed as she did. She wore the costume, I believe. And
This one.
I'm no angel, but I'm not certain about the outfit. But it's all authentic in terms of its design and jewelry work.
I was going to say in the detail with the necklace.
Isn't it amazing? Some of these doll manufacturers are really incredible. And now they use computers to create faces.
Oh, really?
So I was going to ask, these doll manufacturers, are they manufactured a long time ago, or is this something new that they're doing?
Well, it continues now. I mean,
Okay.
actually, in the stores right now, there are wonderful dolls of the new Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay. So something that may be the collector down the road.
Exactly right, and some of them are incredible. As a matter of fact, my wife and I were watching some show that showed the Robin Wright doll, and it's spot on. It's just great.
Who's this one?
That's W.C. Fields as Mr. Micawber from David Copperfield. That's exactly what he wore in the movie.
Okay.
That was before your time, Babette.
Yes, it was.
All right, let's keep moving down because they're all fascinating.
Well, Jimmy Cagney is the rarest one on the table.
Okay.
And he's dressed as he was in Yankee Doodle Dandy. And we had a lot of trouble finding him. He's not an easy doll to find.
Now, you mentioned lucrative, if you don't mind me asking.
Yeah.
What would a selling price for a doll like this be?
In that kind of condition, somewhere between $150 and $200.
Okay.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And what do people, do they display them in their homes? Do they have, what do they do once they build their collection?
Yes, they do this. As a matter of fact, I was to a collector up in Clearwater, and she had her entire living room done up in cases, glass cases, and she had the most incredible collection of dolls dating back to the 20s.
Oh, I'd like to
In-
visit her. That sounds like fun.
It was
That's a
stunning,
good
just stunning.
piece.
The collectors search for the oddest dolls. We go online a lot, and we also frequent auctions. And recently, there was an Eddie Cantor doll.
Oh.
Now, I never even knew they did an Eddie Cantor doll, and that doll sold for $6,000.
Oh, my
Wow,
God.
that is pretty
Well,
pricey.
that's a good Princess Diana.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is my favorite. That's the era Bobeth and Haley and I all
Yes,
remember
right,
well, of
right,
course.
right,
Yes.
right.
That was
That's-
done by
she's
the
gorgeous.
Franklin Mint. They did a number of versions of her, and very hard to find now as well, especially
bet.
with all the jewelry.
Yes.
But again,
I remember
it's
the
spot on.
dress.
Yeah.
And I imagine they've done probably updated royal family dolls as well. I mean,
Indeed,
this is huge
indeed.
now. Yeah.
Yes, you can get almost the entire royal family now if you go to the right doll shops in
Well,
London.
hopefully one day they'll make a doll of Linda.
You never know. Well, I will say your
I hope she's like
website
this.
is priceless and worth everyone looking at.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. We appreciate that.
You guys
Yes.
actually can go to that website. This information is on the screen, and you can just go take a trip down memory lane to see the toys and dolls they have for sale at Around the Clock's website, aroundtheclock.com. And then we're going to celebrate nature with a Suncoast photographer. We'll be right back.
Oh, look at that.